Hi, this is Khushi, and today in this session we are going to discuss about the NetSuite Basic. I am basically I'm basically a NetSuite consultant. I have experience of working with commercial enterprises for ERP system and have a knowledge about transaction, customization, accounting, etc. Today, I am your helping hand for today's session. Today's session will help you to know about NetSuite Basic. In this session, you will know about that what is actually a NetSuite and everything about the basic and the initial stage of NetSuite. So now let's move to the next slide. So in this session today, we are going to discuss what is NetSuite, how do we use NetSuite, what are the benefits of NetSuite, and what are the features of NetSuite. So before we begin the session, I would just like to give you just a brief description. What is NetSuite? So basically, NetSuite is a cloud-based ERP software. So what is this cloud-based? Basically, cloud-based is something which is accessible by the net. And ERP is basically the enterprise resource planning software. Okay, so now what is NetSuite? So NetSuite is basically cloud-based ERP softwares that deals with managing of ERP systems, manage the core function including finance, accounting, inventory, orders, procurement, and etc. Basically, NetSuite is also known as SaaS. What is a SaaS? SaaS is basically software as a service. Now, and let me tell you one thing is that 26,000 there are 26,000 are their customers are for only NetSuite. There are n number of people who are using NetSuite for their day-to-day transaction for the purchase and sale. Now, let's move to the features of NetSuite. As you can see my screen, there are some features which are written. First, unified view of the business. Okay, so what is this unified view of the business? NetSuite help any firm to run its entire business from a single platform. It brings together the supply chain, manufacturing, HR, e-commerce, and other systems. So that is what unified view of the business. Now, let's move to the second one, native integration. So what is this native integration means? All native integration is basically a NetSuite application which feeds the information into and pull it from the central database to ensure there is only one source of knowledge. And the native will always help you to order to cash, procure to pay, and other multi-step process from single application without re-entering or exporting the information. That is what native integration. Now, the third point, true cloud. What is this cloud? We are saying that NetSuite is a cloud-based software. But what is this cloud? Cloud is, as I have already told you, clouds are basically which are actually accessible by net. So cloud ERP system refers to what which we can access through internet. NetSuite is a multi-tenant vendors managed with endless routes. Now, next one, deep reportings and capabilities. The vast amount of following from departments and business units into the NetSuite platform users can pull reports on everything and anything they want to measure or understand. So basically, these deep reporting capabilities help to get each and every kind of information from anywhere and each and everything. That's anything, they can give you the reports about it. That is what this deep reporting capabilities is the one of the important feature of NetSuite. Now, what is built-in flexibility? Built-in flexibility means NetSuite can serve a broad array of industries, not only because it comes with the impressive functionality, but because it can adapt to meet the requirements of different businesses. Now, let's move to this one. Okay, so Today is the NetSuite Basics and today is the first day. So today's our agenda for this session is NetSuite login, NetSuite account type, NetSuite navigation, users and role. So now let's start today's. So what is this NetSuite login? So today in this session, I will give you everything with the same as practically I am going to show you because it will help you to enhance your skills and the better understanding of what NetSuite is. Now, as you can see in my screen, netsuite.com, basically this is the login portal page where we can get the access. Now let me show you one thing. This is basically the NetSuite page, that is netsuite.com, portal.com, HTML. Now, for the login, we need to click to this tab, that is login. After clicking on this tab, we will insert our user ID informations and the passcode which is available for this, and then we will log in for this. For the more and multi-users, we can click to the remember me tab also, and if you don't want for that, then you can remove it also. So this is basically as a user IDs and information, as if you go to even your any account that is confidential where your informations are kept, we need to input our IDs and password, just like over here. Even your Facebook account also asks for it, your Instagrams also ask for it, even your personal data like bank account also asks for it for the net bankings. This is what IDs and password stands for the security purpose. Now let's move to the PPT and the next slide. Now, the next slide is for that, the IDs and password, which I have already shown to you, where you will enter your credentials. And I have, as I told you, that if you want to use the same IDs and password for further, you can enter Remember Me. Now, next. This is the NetSuite user interface. And what is this? This is basically the dashboard. Now, let me show you this dashboard in the original account. After logging in, this will lead to this page. This is my dashboard. The dashboard is basically all the information as requirement will be as for my requirement, it will be available. There are reminders, top item quantity sold, quick sales, recent records, and rest. Okay, so before we move further, let me discuss you something that is over here in the settings page. There are some this dashboard will help you for the setting like personalized dashboard, set preferences, publish dashboard, change email, change password, and reset 2FA settings, that is two-factor settings, and generate 2FA backup codes. Basically, these codes will help you when you are getting your login ID and password. If you are giving it to someone else, this is a factor authentication backup codes. Now, for example, if you want to change your email, I will go to this tab and I will show you that how this thing works like. If we go like see here, if I want to change my email, so I will insert whatever my current password is, then I will insert whatever new email is, and then I will confirm my email as I have already selected this email, so I will go with this one. Rather than same as like we have to select the current password, the password is basically should be 10 characters long, and whatever is the requirement it should be there. Now there are same as like that, each and everything is there. You can change your whatever settings you like to do. Now let's move to the next thing, that is production account, NetSuite account type. So what is this NetSuite account type? There are n number of account type, that is production account, release preview account, sandbox account, and development account. Now let's discuss what this account stands for. As we all know that production accounts are basically a live accounts. Live account means where you can do your day-to-day transactions on the basis of their processing. That's what the production account stands for. You can deal with your everything like for your purchase one, your sales, your invoices. You can do all that in your live account. That's what the production account is. Now, next, what is the release preview account? Release preview account is basically is the customization of your account, and basically this is a customer with a NetSuite production account and get access to release the preview account. Release preview is available for twice a year right before each NetSuite release, and this will be provided to each and every customers. So that's what release preview account is. Now let's move to the sandbox account. What is basically a sandbox account? Basically, it is the isolated account, NetSuite account, and sandbox account is basically a replica. It's a replica of the production accounts with whatever entries we are doing there or doing in the sandbox account. They are just doing a same as like Xerox copies like that is known as the replica of that account. Now let's move to development account. What is a development account? Development accounts are basically stands for those accounts which are the testing accounts. Testing accounts are basically each accounts where we can do our transactions on the basis of testings. Development accounts also improve for the experience of developing NetSuite customizations also. It is also isolated account which do not contain a production accounts. So that is what a development account is. Now let's me navigate you to the NetSuite basic pages. So let's go to the back to our NetSuite pages and let me explain you one by one. So this is my NetSuite page. Okay. So the first point over here is Oracle NetSuite logo. The first one which is showing in the picture is here. Now let's move to the practical one. This is the Oracle NetSuite logo. Basically, as you know, that NetSuite is sponsored and it's part of the Oracle part. So that's why it is have its logo. Okay. So now let's click to this one. Now look at this. What is this? This is basically a performance detail. This performance details is basically for the total. Total refers to the total users, servers, scripts which are running, workflows which are there, networks, client pages, emails, and time. The time on the basis of what is the current time, it will show your system, your date. That's what it is showing. Email, the email which is basically logging in, that's the email and page. This will show the related information regarding that. Now, let's move to the PPT, and this is the second one, that is a global search. What is a global search? Basically, this search will be helpful for your long term. This is the basic, and you need to learn everything in basic very accurately and properly so that when you are moving further, you won't face any issues or problem. When you are inserting your information, like if I want to know what is an item, I will say like item by colon for a global search, and I will write the whatever account ID. For example, if I want a test account, I'll go with the test one, and I will see that where are the global search will help me to get lot of test accounts in this process. Okay, just like I'm seeing that there are drop down and every informations have come across. Now by clicking on any item, I can check that what is the like. For example, let me show you one. By clicking on this one, we can access the item page because I was searching for the item. Further, if you ever wanted to know that what is the item or anything, any details regarding to a sales order, purchase order, employees, vendor, anything, whatever you are searching, this search will help you throughout your process of NetSuite. Whenever you are working with NetSuite, this search is going to help you in a long run. Just remember my things and just mark up my words. Now, next move to the third one. What is the third one? That is create new menu. This one. Now let's move to this one. create menu. The create menu is basically these are already menus which are already have been created. If you want, you can also create in this menu. These menus are helpful for getting informations in a more faster. So that's why there are these menus, and if you want, you can personalize one for yourself. Now, the next one, that is the help and feedback. Now, let's move to this one, practical page. So this is the help. You know what? This help is going to help you forever till you are running NetSuite. And how is it possible? Now, for example, if you go to some any page, for example, let's say, okay, I'm going to give you one information. It's like if I want to move to bank, right? Okay, I want to write a check. Okay, so for example, I went to writing a check, and there, after inserting that or searching for that page, I'm searching for like, see, this is a check. So I want to know that which are the fields I need to fill up and what is the important part of it and what is actually this page is standing for. For that point of time, I will click just help. And this help will help me to get the information related to the each and every transaction. So that is all about the help is. But one more thing is about help is I will like to show you. So this is help. Okay, so in this help you will get the search. If you are searching for something, this search will help you. If you are searching for a particular thing or specific thing, you can search over here. Apart from that, there are suit answers, developers, videos, also training, suit apps, user guides, new release. Each and everything is related to the particular topic which you are looking. They will search it and give you the informations. You can guess, like if you are answering for a video for a particular transaction or a information you want to insert, you can go with the videos. If you want to go for a user guide, if you click to the user guide, this will help you whatever user guides they are having currently, and it will guide you throughout the process. Now, there is informations and there are some table of contents. This table of content include each and everything what is available in NetSuite. So this is all about the help part. Now, what is the next one? That is feedback. So, what is feedback? Feedback is basically if whenever you are clicking, you can give your feedback as per your requirement. That is satisfied, unsatisfied, very unsatisfied, as per your requirements and as per your fulfillment. If net so never satisfied you, you can go with whatever you like. Okay, so that's apart from that feedback. What is next? Let's go to user names, roles, navigation menu bar. So, what is this? See, this is basically a user role. What is this? Basically, it will describe who am I, who is logging in this account. Their name will be relocated over here, and we can see the name. Apart from that, even we can get the information like which account I have access. This is if you want to log out, that I can do from here. If I want to see the roles, that I can do from here. If I want to go to any account, I want to switch to any account, I can go to that. And this is what this logo is for. Now, the last is the navigation menu bar. So what is basically a navigation menu bar? Is basically these things, and this is basically is also known as the center tab. What is the center tab stands for? If you want to go for a transaction, you need to choose transaction. This is the center tab, and it will give you whatever transactions options they are having. If you want to go to the list, and they will give you n number of options which you can go and use it, which you want to do for a transaction. If you want to report, you want to analyze, you want to customize, these are each and every center tabs which will help you for further. So now, and from this you can go to anywhere wherever you like. Now, next move to the next one. So, okay, so I have already now in our PPT, we are going next by next, step by step. So, using global search, the NetSuite global search should enable us to find any type of records. I have already shown in the practical page. Using create new menus and personalizing, that's I have told you. Now, what is NetSuite dashboard? I have told you how it's real-time data and it will help you. Basically, this dashboard will analyze, like mostly it's estimating the commission trend. Then there is a key performance indicator. There is a 5 time by sales. Then there is KPIs meters. KPIs meters will help you to know informations like key performance meters, how your performance is on the basis of that is measured. Now let's move to it. Now let's move to the practical page. As I've already showed, this is our dashboards. If you remember, I've already showed you, so that's okay. I think that's we have completed. And then there is NetSuite users and role. This is one of the important thing, that is NetSuite users and role. I would like to tell you now. What's this NetSuite users and rule? Whenever when you are giving the access to someone who is like whom you are going to give your access, it can be your customers, it can be your clients, it can be your employees, it can be anyone whom you want to give your access to, or you can give these users and roles to anyone from your organization, outside of your organization, or your customer, whoever is handling it. On the basis of that, there are some rules and like users and roles. Now let me show you this thing. So the navigation is set up, then you have to go to users and role, and then you have to go to managed roles. Okay, by clicking on this page, where you will go is that this page will open. So let me give you one more thing. This is basically where from you can manage each and every role. Okay, so and let me tell you one thing. There are two types of role. One is the standard one, and another one is the customization one. Let me show you in the PPT also. See, as there were, I have already described that there are two types of role. One is the standard role, second one is the customized role. So what is the standard role and what is the customized role, you must be thinking. Let me tell you, standard roles are basically those roles which are basically standard, means which are already has been created from the NetSuite part. And customs or customizations account are those which are created from our side or from the user side, for their purposes or for their specific needs or any requirements for that purpose. That is a customization one. And standards which are already there. See, when I'm opening this managed role page, you can see that there are a number of there are informations, a number of informations, right? Now there are like custom information like standards, custom, on the basis of which is already created, that are there, which are not created, like C's administrator. Administrator is someone who is a standard one. Now let me give you one example by opening anyone. Okay, that would be fine and give you more understanding about it. Like it will enhance your knowledge. So now let's go to this. See how, if how this thing in this page, this is a form which we need to fill up for this role. We need to give the information, we need to give the name. Okay, so there we need to give our name, whatever name you want for that particular role. For example, if you have a sales representative, then you can give the name as a sales representative. You have a word accountant, you can give the name as accountant. If you have someone else, you can give their name as per that requirement and as per your requirement. Now, the next part, there are some subsidiary restrictions, some authentications which are required. There are some permission. What is this permission? If, for example, there are some n number of things like you want, for example, if there is someone, a customer, and you don't want your permissions for like. For there is a bill, okay, so I'm just putting this bill, what kind of permission you want. For example, there is a level for view. If I want them to like create, edit, or full, if I'm giving it as a create, you can only go to this bill and only create it, but you can't view it, you can't edit it again. That's what create stands for. When I'm going for only view, you can only access to the bill and you can only view that bill, nothing apart from that. If I'm giving you access for edit, then you can only edit it, but you can't view it quite. You can view it, obviously you can't create it, right? That, what is this full? Full stands for when you get the like, you get the access of permission for everything, like you can view it, you can create it, you can edit it. That is what full stands for. So this kind of permissions are required. After doing this, you can save your informations and it's done. Okay, So this is all about the roles and uses. I think it had given you a little bit good understanding about it. Now let's move to the next slide. Next is, as I have told you, this is the navigation, that is setup, user roles, and managed roles. I've told you this is a customization. Customization is for the customized one, and if there is anything which we can edit, that is the customization part. And standard is for which is already predefined by the NetSuite people or with the NetSuite accounts, that is predefined. Standard one. Now there is a role permission, some differences, and there is NetSuite users and role. What is this NetSuite users and ID access? See, first I would like to give these users and role is as I have earlier told you that this is basically for the customers, vendors, employee, and the partners. Same as like when we are going to this page, when we are going to this page, there is one more option, that is setups. Now let's go to users and roles, setup, users and roles, and you go to the manage users. Okay. When you go to this page will show you some details and names of who are the users or who are running this particular company's informations and what are their email IDs. You can get the information from here, and the roles which are assigned to them means it can be administrator, accountant, sales representative, business analyst, marketing people, whosoever it is, such roles are designed to them, assigned to them. And then the phone numbers. Phone numbers are always the details which are assigned to them on the particular on the basis of particular names and the informations whatever we are having. Like for example, there are n numbers of names and there are their email IDs and role and phone number. So this is basically, from this page we can manage the users that who are available there. If we want to see anything, we can see like by this filter is for search of a particular role. Okay, so if I want to know that who is a sales representative, I want to put sales representative and I can see if there is someone a sales representative is. If I want to go to the admin, I can see about the admin. If I go to any other information or anything which I'm selecting from here, and if they are, as I'm in my system, I don't have like roles assigned to accountants or anything like that, so it's not showing. But when I go to administrator, there are a number of people whose names are showing as the roles are as same as like administrator. So this is how you can access the manager. Still, I'm going to repeat it again. The navigation is setup, user roles, and manage user. Okay. So this is the last for today. I hope this session is going to help you throughout the whole process of understanding what was NetSuite. And we have discussed a number of things. Obviously, we have discussed that what is basically a dashboard is where Oracle lets you get. We have discussed help, how to add menu, what is feedbacks, what are their global searches. We have discussed a number of things today. This basic is very, very important for you to run your business or your transaction for your each and everything for which you are doing your NetSuite thing for further for your future uses. And that's all from my side. Uh, that's all from my side. Thank you so much. If there is any question from your side, you can mail it to us and we will surely reply you without any fail. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.